And we are so pleased to have here Nonito Donaire, who's going to be fighting against Jessie Magdaleno, right? And that's going to be on Vegas in November 5. So how are you?
I am incredibly blessed and I am outstanding.
And are you ready? Ready to rumble?
I think more than ready. You know, when I was in the podium, I was so excited I forgot what I was going to say. I just ended up saying something ridiculous that I would tell a story for my kids. I am a dragon and I eat lions for breakfast, you know. But that's how excited I am for this fight.
But you did great. And how long have you been fighting for those that are aspiring to be boxers?
Man, I've been fighting since I was 10 years old. I'm 33 years old now, but it comes in dedication.
And any time to retire soon?
You know, as long as I can compete with the best out there, you'll see me as long as possibly can.
And you know, there's word going around and that I've also talked to your wife earlier, and a lot of people are saying, okay, Mack might be the next Manny Pacquiao, but I would also think that you could be the contender to be the next Manny Pacquiao. Do you think that would be possible?
Well, it's more of the fact that everybody else is expecting for the next Manny. There is never going to be the next Manny Pacquiao. You know, Magsayo is going to be his own man. The Pagaras are going to be their own man. Nietes is going to be their own man. I'm going to be the same way. But most of all, it all comes down to just being proud of who we are, and you will see the pride within us as we go inside that ring.
Yeah, we were there at StubHub. You were there too last Saturday,
yes.
And we did the live streaming. We interviewed all those boxers, and we were pretty psyched that all three of them won the title, and they came out pretty strong. We were kind of nervous with Mack Magsayo.
It was getting tired.
Yeah, it was
but
getting
hey, that
tired.
was a learning experience for him. It was a great fight for him. Great fight for him to be in and learn and be better.
And what would you say about Nietes' fight? Was it, since it reached
Nietes has been a great tactician, and keep at it. I mean, he's been winning for such a long time. You know, why fix something that's not broken?
Right. So what happens next? If say you win this title, what happens?
I am winning this title.
Okay, we won't say, but say
it's like trying. It's like you're telling me, are you going to try to win this fight? No, I'm not going to try to win this fight.
Okay, you're going to win this fight. You're going to win this fight. And what is your...
You know, the funny thing is a lot of people and a lot of Filipinos will say that that's cocky. But God in itself tells us that knock and you shall receive. I am knocking to win. I am not trying to knock to win. I am knocking to win, because that's what the scriptures have taught us, is to be confident of what we want. It's not becoming mayabang. It's about wanting what we want and knowing. And that's the example why a lot of Filipino only try and never get farther, because they only try. And this is something that I always want to teach kids out there in the Filipino communities and everybody, is that trying will always get you to fail. But if you do it and know that God is within you, you can make it happen. Regardless if you're telling that I am the most paid fighter in the world, or I am this and this and that, as long as you feel it in your heart, that's the gift that God's given us. So for all your Filipino people out there and fans, always dream big and knock, and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. That's what God has given us. So empower yourself. Empower ourselves as Filipinos, that there's no longer mayabang. It's only a certainty within us that this is what God has given us. So seek what you want, and it's yours.
Well, it's such a great attitude, and such a great message to people out there, and especially the young kids that are aspiring to be boxers. Would you want your kids to follow in your footsteps?
For me, I want them to do something different. But if they want to follow my footsteps, I'll be there 100%. You know, as a parent, all I want to do is support them in every way that they want. And I want them to do it with pride, you know, with ecstatic feeling of empowering themselves. And again, going back into what I said, we all need to change our mentality to empower ourselves and tell a story that empowers us, not a story of the victim. Because a lot of us are like that, not just Filipinos and around the world, because I found myself in that situation and it only limited me from reaching where I was. You know, so empower yourselves, tell a beautiful story.
That's really great. Say you retire, say what, in a couple of years or maybe 10 years, what would you be doing? I mean, is there anything else that you want to do in your life?
I do a lot of art, I do a lot of business stuff, or get into boxing. There's a lot of opportunity for me to go out there, as well as speaking. I want to speak to people to empower them. I mean, again, there's just the majority of us, and 99% of people that are not successful is because they chose not to be successful because they're afraid.
Right.
They're afraid of it. And for me, I want to open them up that fear in itself is part of life as well as defeat.
That's
you
true.
know, it only becomes an end if you truly tell yourself that I can't do it no longer. But if you keep moving, how many times I got dropped, I got back up. It's pretty much the simple study of life, that defeat and failure is part of life. There's nothing to be disheartened about. Just be moving forward and be better.
That's really great. You know, such a great positive attitude. What kind of message would you like to convey to our viewers out there?
Just I want to thank you guys for all the support, for all the time that you guys supported me, and let's all help each other, to support each other, to be stronger with each other, to just be with and for the better of who we are as people.
Okay, well, I've taken too much of your time. I know
Thank you.
have another one that's going to interview you, but good luck.
Thank you
and
very
we'll see you
much.
on November 5.
Thank you, guys.
Okay,
Thank
good
you.
afternoon, everyone.